Hi there, my name is Dave Grant. I am the founder of Retirement Matters. Welcome to the Retirement Matters blog. And today we're talking about, do your investments need to change when you retire? Now, let's be clear, when you retire, nothing has changed in your investing journey. You've just reached a milestone. So that doesn't mean that you need to be making any dramatic changes, but you may need to make some tweaks to your investments. Now, like I said, the goals haven't changed, so what is driving that change towards changing your investments? And it's a key word, and it's risk. So there's two main factors when it comes to risk. On one side, you've got risk tolerance, and another side, which we're going to explore today, is called risk capacity. So we've talked about risk tolerance before, and let's kind of briefly cover that, but we're going to spend more time on risk capacity. Risk tolerance is kind of an ingrained part of you that is geared to how much risk you like to take. So for some people, they're very aggressive, and it doesn't really change too much throughout their life. Others are very conservative. And so when you take surveys throughout your life or your investing journey, and studies have backed this up, it doesn't actually change too much. However, risk capacity on the other side, that does change. So what that is a measure of how much risk you like to take based on the certain period you're in your life. So for example, if you're at the start of your career, you're obviously able to take more risk. So let's choose investments, for example. You can take more risk in investments because you can then weather out any bad market because you have time. You don't need your investments yet. You're going to wait till retirement to withdraw it. But when you get to retirement, you actually don't have as much risk capacity as you did before. So that means that you don't have time to weather out market ups and downs if you're needing to take the money out now. Now you do have time. Let's put a caveat in there. Retirement can be 30 years. But your risk capacity has shrunk. So with it being shrunk, that means that you may need to make a change to your investments. So if your risk capacity changes as you get closer to and enter into retirement, should you be making any changes to your investments? Well, you kind of need to do a gut check here. You need to look at your investments and say, am I able to sleep with how my investments are bouncing up and down? How is my risk capacity and my investments, are they aligned here? If you are worried about your investments and they're bouncing up and down and you can't really stomach it, that means that your investments are too aggressive for your risk capacity. On the flip side, if you're looking at your investments and you're always thinking, wow, it's not moving much, I could probably tolerate it to go up a little bit more, or I could actually stomach it going down a little more with the hope of a rebound later on, then it's probably too conservative. You've probably played back a little bit and your risk capacity is a little bit bigger than you think, and maybe you should be a little bit more aggressive. Now you do want to tie that with how much money you need from your investments aligned with all your goals. We've covered that in another video before. But kind of do that gut check because that will give you a good idea about your risk capacity. So to sum up, when you get to retirement, your investments may need a tweak, but it's not due to the fact that you've got to retirement. It's actually due to your risk capacity. Take care. My name is Dave Grant. You can find me at retirementmattersillinois.com, and I'll see you again next time.